Hi guys, so today I have my dear friend Lucia from Soul Spark Community. Lucia, how are you today?
I'm really good, Ingrida. Thank you.
It's so good to have you here. We're just jumping. Basically, I was in her group in the interview, and now Lucia here, guys, with us. Lucia is amazing speaker and runs her own group called Soul Spark Community. Lucia, would you like to talk a little bit who you are, where you from, everything
Yeah.
about you, please?
Yes. So, yeah, I'm already warmed up and like with our conversation. I love connection. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm Lucia Engel. I'm from Holland and I started the Soul Spark community because like I feel for me connection is currency.
Love it. Yeah.
And used to live in Guatemala. I grew up in Holland, then I lived 15 years in Guatemala, and that is a culture where there's a lot of connections.
Yeah, you guys, you socialize there a lot, right? You connect with people very much outgoing, and in Holland, maybe more like not so much. I'm not sure.
Yes. Yeah, in Holland it's different, even though I am an extrovert person, you could say, but I'm also introvert. I'm
Half,
both.
half. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same actually. I think I'm the same, half, half. Like, yeah,
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 it's nice to have a balance.
yeah.
And so in my little, community here in Holland, just the streets, we have a group app. I still have this like low bench like in the two gardens.
Uh-huh.
So I just talk to my neighbor, like she's 75, but like I love
Oh,
that.
cute. Oh, she probably loves that the most, and Lucia talks to her. It's amazing. Yeah, it's just so nice to connect with people and make
Yes.
them happy as well.
And also, like, so for me community is small. It's in with my daughter, with my neighbors, but also online with my Soul Spark community, and
Oh.
also with my own group in Soul Spark speaking, where we really like focus and go deep diving in what is speaking, and like feels expression for you, or
Mm.
what blocks do you encounter, like, and how can we be playfully, gracefully, and creatively work with that, like it's a different approach than I guess other speaking courses.
Yeah, because you incorporate art as well in that. Is that right? Would you like to
Yeah.
talk a little bit? How is that different? If you're okay to talk a little bit about.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so, when we not learn to speak, when we learn to silence our voice, and I
Yeah.
guess I am hearing a lot of people are suffering from that. From
Mhm.
from people, there's like so many forms that you can silence your voice, right? Like it all comes down to survival mechanisms,
Yeah.
to feel to do get your needs met, to do get the love you need. So actually, that's kind of like a trauma, right? Like if you are in survival. And I've noticed that if we are in survival, the part in your brain that is socially connected, but
Mhm.
also connected with your emotions, is
Mhm.
not working. So if you want to express yourself, you have to feel connected at least with yourself and with your emotions, because otherwise your speaking will kind of like fall flat or feels off.
Yeah, people can feel that. Yeah.
So um so when we learn how to uh, like accept the
Mhm.
survival programs, but make a bridge to what actually is free expression and joyful and freedom in speaking. But you need a safe place for that.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what you literally providing the guidance, the safe uh place, and I like that you incorporate art as well to kind of unblock or find the block and unblock whatever it is, as you said in the throat chakra or something like that.
Yeah, because I've noticed that like a lot of those blocks, they are from before we could speak. So
Mm.
it's really like before you were like 2, 3, 1 year old. So I work a lot with color and with forms, and I'm noticing that really resonate well with your nervous system. And EMDR, like is the eye, so your nerves about the, and if you're in survival, normally your eyes are narrow, they're tight, like they're strict, they don't move. So with the R, like, it all goes like open. You can use
Yes.
color,
Yeah.
and yeah, and you go there and you go there. It's not like this anymore. So we first, normally we draw like our stress or our like stuckness on this side, and then we make a bridge to that side, and then you connect it also in a creative, fun way, with sounds, with sentences, with colors, with stripes. It is all very fun and very neurological.
Yeah. And is it, Lucia, like this is like kind of group teaching, isn't it? It's one on one.
I also give one-on-ones, but I also give group
The
teaching,
group
so it
teaching. Yeah.
depends.
It's more fun in the group, no? Because then there's
Yeah.
few
Oh, yeah.
people.
So yeah.
Yeah. And it's on Zoom, isn't it? It's not in Netherlands person. Like it's also on the Zoom that you run these.
Yeah, I did both. I did in person, but now I am doing it through Zoom only.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It is fun when it is a community, when it is very much supportive community, when you have very much supportive community. I have absolutely amazing community with amazing people in here as well. So guys, if you are listening, just ask Lucia questions and she's gonna explain how that works. How can you have unleash your voice? No, not sure if I'm saying that correctly, Lucia, but literally we all have such a beautiful story just to unblock to find that sparkle as you say, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And how long did it take for you, Lucia, to find it that this is what I want to do, this kind of feeling inside? Was it a long journey for you to understand that to where you are now?
It's so I also started to speak. And what I noticed, that the repetition, so I did a 30-day program, and the repetition, the
Mhm.
same program, I did over and over and over and over again. And
Yeah.
that actually helped me to, like, to really like release all the blocks, but to get the practice, to have the fun, to
Yeah.
experience the connections. So
Yeah.
it is repetitive. That's why I also want to offer it, because it worked for me like that. So you can
Yeah.
repeat it and repeat it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because exactly that's how we learn the skill. It's literally a repetition, isn't it? But repetition, when you have repetition and add fun on top of that, this
Yeah.
is how kids learn so fast, right? Like languages or whatever. They just like sponges. They learn so fast. And the secret is just they have so much fun. They don't overthink. Oh my gosh, I said something, not in the right way or use the wrong word. Who cares? Have fun, right?
Yeah, and they say also you learn 500 times more quick while you're playing.
Oh, I totally agree with that. And just being in this child mode, like I said in your community, that I chose to be like, a student, a child, a student. And that's how you just absorb way more information when being an adult and being very much like, oh, this is wrong to behave this way. Oh, I'm not saying this word. Just say what's on your heart. It's amazing. And Lucia, what you were like before, like the whole thing, like, before your community, before I knew you, were you always very much creative, very much into speaking? What was life like for you?
Well, I studied drama therapy, theater therapy, because like I did this musical when I was in at the end of how do you call that, like primary school.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
And I felt a sparkle there. I was like, yeah, this is like, pretend. I feel like we're too serious, like if you can be. I feel
Mm.
like sometimes I'm this person or this side or this, part. I don't know if you know parts work.
Mm. No,
No.
no.
Well, but it's more like you have different parts in yourself, like, and that's how I feel. Like I'm so much, not like only Lucia the teacher or Lucia the therapist or Lucia the interviewer. There's already three parts that I all love. I'm multi-passionate.
I love that about you. This is so good.
Yeah, so I studied theater therapy, and but then I went to Guatemala to work in an orphanage as a theater therapist. And Guatemala was so beautiful. It was always spring, and there was like volcanoes, and the people were smiling. Everybody was like on the street with their colorful clothes. And so I decided after a year of volunteer work, I was like, I stay here. And then but then I had to make some money. So what I did was like looking at the people how they would make money, and I saw they're making jewelry. And when I was a kid I already made jewelry, but it's so expensive in Holland to buy all the beads.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not as expensive in Guatemala.
Oh.
So I started making the jewelry, and I saw that like the village next to my village, it got buried by a landslide. So people lost their homes, their lives, like it was awful. So
Mm.
I was thinking, well, I can make one design, and then they can make 5 or 10, and I can pay them because I borrowed some money from my dad. And I can pay them the fair trade price. That's how I started. But then after my dad offered the help, then other people came to help, and they say, I want to sell the jewelry. And
Oh,
before we knew, we had like this whole business. And one day I went back to Holland, and I came back, and the whole village where I lived, San Pedro la Laguna, they all copied my designs.
oh my gosh, what an impact you left on the whole village, Lucia.
Yeah, I was like, well, at first I was a little annoyed, but then I was like, well, I wanted to give back to Guatemala because it's such a beautiful country. So then I started to work more with like people direct from the States or from Sweden. Anyway, so I did my jewelry business, my fair trade jewelry business, but I needed a little bit more money because I wanted to put my daughter was born in Guatemala, to a Waldorf school. Like it was a mixed Waldorf school. So it was with local kids, but because I'm foreigner, I needed to pay like
Yeah,
200 euros per month. It was a lot of money.
yeah, yeah.
So I was thinking like, what business can I do there? And then I noticed that I didn't have clothes myself. There was no. So I bought. I think it was even a friend who gave me all her clothes. She should just sell those.
Amazing.
And then my other friend, like I rented from her like with the jewelry, but the jewelry didn't really take off that good, and they were copied. So I start selling thrift clothes, secondhand clothes,
Yeah,
and that's how I actually like could have a real abundant life in Guatemala.
it's amazing. So you're good at sales, Lucia. Did you know that? When
Yes, it is in my human design as well.
sales, really, this is amazing. Yeah, so you from the jewelry to the clothes, and that's how you literally started the whole thing.
It's always creativity, it's always co-creation, it's always with communities. Yeah, that's my vibe.
How you thrive, yeah. So what happened after the close then? Were you like how long were you selling in Guatemala? Because then you believe you went back to Holland, right?
Yeah, then I started the self-love journey lifestyle club, which was a lot of fun too. So I had a coaching business about self-love.
Oh, do you want to talk a little bit more about that? This is huge.
Yeah, it's the same thing that I did with the clothes and with the jewelry. It was more like, what is my need?
Yeah.
And what do I like to be busy with? What do I like to create? And then I would that was my content, right? About every month I would have a different subject about self-love, and it was really nurturing, it was lovely, it was connecting. And then actually people start to ask me, I'm like, what else do you have, Lucia? So it because of my heart was in it, my passion was in it, and I think my authenticity as well, because you have to make little videos, etc., etc. Then I suddenly had like a 6 months membership of this the self-love lifestyle.
Amazing. Yeah, but that was still in Guatemala, right?
No, that actually was when I was already I moved back to Holland about like what is it like almost 6 years ago because my daughter turned 12 and she wanted to study in Holland and she discover her Dutch roots.
Yeah, so she wanted to be back to home, Poland. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, or experience Holland because she was brought up in Guatemala.
yeah, yeah. Wow, what amazing story, Lucia. And now that self-love teaching led you in the speaking, or was there something before that?
Um, no, the self love like was arising from the speaking. I
Oh,
that at that moment I felt like I have to speak about self love,
yeah.
and right now it's really about self expression, and having a safe place and to practice the subject that we want to dive deeper in. But there's not a lot of like groups that really offer that, so it's also like that's my own desire, like to have, and I have all those skills and tools to free ourselves up, and the exercises. I already gave a lot of those courses, but I called it storytelling before, and now I call it soul spark speaking.
This is so cool. What amazing journey you went through. And do you want to talk a little bit about your community as well? Like, who are the people in your community, Soul Spark community? And like, as a host yourself, as the owner of that community, what is your goal for the future? What you're trying to do with this community?
Well, they're heart-led people, like deep, authentic, like soul rebels.
I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are unique, and they're like out of the box thinking, out of, like they're courageous because they dare to speak about their passion and what they believe we need to change,
Yeah.
and we believe that like every time when you express yourself, like you spark something,
Yeah.
and we believe that many sparks, will ignite like a really warm, nurturing fire.
Yeah, yeah. This is, and you also do the same thing. You also interview people in different, like with different expertise, right?
Yeah, like I have had a pod people about podcasts. It's really like speaking oriented, like, but
Yeah.
also like connection oriented, like for example with music, a pianist.
I
Or
saw that one. Was so
yeah,
good. Yeah.
yeah, and he
It was
played a little bit.
amazing.
It's
Yeah. Oh my
like,
God.
and last time I we had somebody that is a chakra healer, and she did like a voice liberation thing. Yeah.
Oh, that one I didn't see it. Oh, this is amazing. So all the interesting people
Yes.
in
And
your,
somebody that one girl, she was a sex worker, and she said like how she found kundalini through that, like, and connection more with men through being a massage, a neurotic massages, like that's really out of the box, but that's also so freaking courageous to
yeah,
shine a light for us
yeah.
on that. Sometimes that's also part of somebody's journey.
Yeah, absolutely. And if she found the sparkle there and she's like all aligned and loves it, it's amazing that, it's going to be inspiration for other people to find, the alignment. And for you, Lucia, the alignment and how important it is, like to do what's aligned with your heart is basically that's what you do, right? If it's not aligned, you're not doing it.
I can't. I think literally I have ADHD, and one of the qualities is that like you could do it, but you feel like you're slowly dying, so you have to
Yeah,
stop doing what you
yeah,
don't like.
yeah,
Which
yeah,
is, I think, because that you told me before also, like that you also have that, right? Like you have to do the passion thing, because, and I think that's what the world needs also, because then your true self, your true soul
yeah,
spark will come out. Or what do
yeah.
you think?
Oh, I totally with you, Lucia. I totally with you. Once you align, if your clients are aligned with you as well, because you don't wanna. take everyone, only those who are aligned, it just because you can get the best results for them when it's aligned with your heart. So yeah, I'm the same. I can't go in the business. I think, guys, we were talking also. I think this we have one. Roger is watching us. Roger, hello to you back. We just want to be friendly and involve the community as well to discuss and leave the comments and say hello to Lucia. And Lucia is an amazing person from Soul Spark community. Check her out and join the community and get interviewed by her. Yeah, so definitely, Lucia, I with you. The authenticity and being aligned is, yeah, something I couldn't be like. I think we were talking. We actually had the pre-chat in your group before going in your group live about business, and someone that I was saying I had experience with other business people, and they very much like strong kind of personalities, and they say, business is the war. You go and fight, you bleed for like, oh, it just doesn't sound like me. I don't want a war. So then you lose and you're not. It's like, no, no, no. I don't have to have business as a, fight as a war. But I think we all can do really, really well in business when we are aligned. What do you think?
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think actually that's how the business stays alive, and you don't get burned out. That's how
Yeah,
you shine your light, because I believe if we are the change that we need, right? So I need more warmth, I need more color, I need more light. Yeah,
yeah.
what do you need more of, Ingrida?
I need more fun. I need more fun and I need more self-love to incorporate into my routine because if I'm honest, I was working lately a little bit too much. It's like, you know, and then, it's good to have a balance so that my ideal life is like more balanced, where you have a bit of slow time. But
Uh,
actually, Lucia, these are not big. Do you like to go on the beach? That would be my thing, to go on the beach and enjoy the beach.
Oh yeah, I don't live close to the beach. It's like 1 hour and a half, but
It's a
I
good,
go to the forest, like bathing in the forest or next to the river,
yeah.
at least like twice a week,
Oh,
preferable
so
3 times.
you love the nature, right?
I need the nature. I am nature, right? Like my body is
Yeah.
made of the same things, and that's my
Yeah.
family as well.
Yeah, I love that too. And I always have nuts in my pockets when it's happened, when I know, because there is a park, Sansan Park here in Clontarf in Dublin. So when I go to that park, which I don't remember when was the last time I was there.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I always have the nuts in my pockets because there are a lot of squirrels. So
yeah,
I love feeding them, and they love
yeah.
us, it's just so, being so connected with the animals as well and with the nature. I don't know, I think community agrees with that as well, saying amazing, hello guys. I always there to be interviewed. Roger, book the interview. I'll get in touch with you and get in touch with Lucia as well. So I just wanted to say the to the community hi because they are involved in here in the chat while we are talking. Want to get
Nice.
involved a little bit. Yeah, Lucia. So we actually about now to wrap it up, but before we gonna go, I love that question. Next level or next level transformation. What is the first thought that comes to your mind when you hear these words? Next level transformation.
For me,
Yeah.
dare to express, dare to share, dare to have fun, and dare to spark your soul.
Oh, love that. That is the next level. It's beautiful. And did you see, yeah, just one more thing. Maybe there is a tip for people to be more, you know, to have that spark. We all have it, but maybe not everyone has found it. Maybe you have a tip.
Well, I think like, a question makes your brain curious. So
Mhm.
if you would ask the question, what sparks my soul? And even if you don't know the answer immediately, you can just like throw it, like in your brain, and your brain will just give you the answers during the day or the next day. the next day. So
Yeah.
I would like invite everybody from your community to have that question: what sparks your soul? Or in your language, you know, like what's your next, how does it feel to have a next level transformation?
I love that. Lucia, thank you so much. And Roger, thank you so much for being here with us. I'll get in touch with you, Roger. Absolutely. And Lucia, thank you so much for being here, for sharing your beautiful story, for a beautiful, beautiful voice that you have. Please do the link so that people can get in touch with you in the comments. If you could, that would be great. Otherwise, guys, just message Lucia directly if you have any questions, if you would like, see, find out something more. Lucia, thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. It was my pleasure. I had a lot of fun, Ingrida.
And so do I. So thank you so much. And guys, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. We love you. And thank you for staying here engaged. And if you want to be next and to be interviewed by me or maybe in Lucia's group comment interview, and we will get in touch with you. Thank you so much, guys. And we will see you next time.